So guys, after 2 successful solo movies and multiple appearances, Venom: The Last Dance is ready to explain Venom's Marvel origin in greater depth, after featuring some visitors from his home world called the Klyntar. But what it is and how it is connected to Venom's story, let's find out. In Marvel Comics, Klyntar is an artificial planet, where all the symbiotes hatched and call it their home. However, the symbiotes and the planet itself, both were creations of the primordial entity, called Knull. In Marvel Comics, Knull is a dark elder god who preceded the creation of the universe, and ruled within the living abyss. When the universe was created, it was the first time when Knull creates something from his body, and it was actually the Necrosword. Using this sword, Knull started killing gods for many years, but one day a fight went wrong and he lost his sword. We know who actually took the sword. It was Gore who actually took it after the battle. After losing battle, Knull lie there on the very spot for many centuries, but when he gain his powers back, he suddenly get attached to a creature, or we can say a host. From here Knull understand that he can create his offspring by getting connected to a host, and that's how Knull created the planet Klyntar and its symbiote army. The planet Klyntar served as the symbiote throneworld. That is a place where Knull could rule, and deploy his symbiote creations to snuff out all forms of light. From this base of operations, Knull again waged war against the light brought into the universe by the Celestials. He was snuffing out stars, killing or enslaving gods by bonding them to symbiotes, and devouring entire civilizations. This thing put Knull in direct conflict with light-bringing Celestials, because Knull army is consuming those creations that are mainly created by Celestials. Eventually, many centuries later, when Knull arrived on Earth using a symbiote Hive Mind, he got intervened by Thor. By Thor's thunder attack, Knull loses his connection to the Hive Mind, which gives him power to connect and control all symbiotes. Due to this effect, symbiotes break from the Hive Mind and rebel against Knull. This thing lead to the symbiotes imprisoning their creator within the center of the symbiote throneworld. After the Knull imprisonment, symbiotes start using the same name as Klyntar for their race. Though the god remained trapped in its core, the artificial Klyntar would appear as a natural planet to other Marvel characters, and throughout several years it would be visited by multiple Marvel characters like Guardians of the Galaxy and Silver Surfer. However, throughout this period Knull slowly reawakened himself, and after Carnage's rampage on Earth, Knull was completely freed, and we know after the freedom what will he do. After the freedom, Knull destroyed Klyntar, and turned its composite symbiotes into an army of symbiote dragons. All symbiotes in the Marvel Universe share similar powers to those displayed by Venom with slight variations. Knull's intentions for the Klyntar race were to combat deities, bestowing them with a power capable of destroying planets, stars, and gods alike characters. All Black the Necrosword, as seen wielded by Gore the God Butcher in Thor: Love and Thunder, is one of Knull's most powerful symbiote creations designed specifically for this purpose. Klyntar are able to shapeshift and expand at will, almost regardless of the shape they are trying to manifest. The race is typified by their ever-expanding tendrils, which can be used as extra limbs to engulf, which imitate Spider-Man's webbing or many other uses. The race is also synonymous with their need to find a host, and here is the designation of symbiote stems. When a suitable host is found, Klyntar can demonstrate their full potential, which includes protecting and empowering their host. Individually, Klyntar powers can vary slightly from symbiote to symbiote. For instance, Carnage's unique ability to manifest weaponry is not a skill that Venom typically shares. Klyntar also has a genetic memory system, which means that a sexually reproduced Klyntar spawn can imitate and improve upon the abilities demonstrated by their parent. This thing usually makes younger symbiotes more fearsome than their parents, though symbiotes can improve their skills over time. Other shared powers include near invulnerability, the ability to prolong their hosts' lives, super strength, and a strong situational awareness comparable to spider sense. However, there are a few key differences between the Klyntar of the comics and those of Sony's live-action franchise. For one thing that we know from comics is that Venom is actually one of many symbiotes capable of empathy and a sense of honor after Knull's imprisonment. However, in the Sony universe we only saw Venom as the one of that kind. Instead of all this, the movie franchise is painting the Klyntar as a hostile alien race. Furthermore, the antagonistic creatures in the teaser don't resemble Klyntar as much as they resemble xenophages. This alien race is similar to symbiotes but hunts them down as delicacies. The invasion therefore does not seem limited to Klyntar, which suggests that a mix of antagonists from outer space will be deployed as the main antagonists in lieu of Knull and his living abyss. Although we can say that the scale of Knull's storyline is unlikely to be adapted in Venom movie, where Spider-Man adjacent characters are restricted. After all, this will be the last movie of Venom, but maybe Sony has bigger plans to include Knull with some more bigger Marvel characters including Venom. So guys, that's it for today. Do you think Venom will include Knull? Please share me your thoughts in comments, and if you feel this video gives you content, please like and share this video. And before going, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys. We will see you soon.